Hey guys, popping in. We will wait for a few minutes to see who else shows up. If you're here, say hi so I know. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, I am so tired today. I am ready to take a nap. Hi, Robert. Hey, Sabrina. Pretty good, pretty good. I was just saying I'm tired today. I could take a nap. It's just the miserable weather here. I mean, I shouldn't say miserable. It is super sunny outside, but for some reason, Mother Nature decided we didn't deserve spring yet. So it's freezing cold and windy as all get out. So, oh, if it was raining, we probably wouldn't have had a live today. I'd probably already be asleep on the couch. Yeah. But no, it's sunny and looks pretty, but it's super cold out there today and just really, really windy. So, hey, Shayna. All righty, guys. If you want, you can pop some ideas to look at in the chat a while. Well, we give it just a couple more minutes to see who else might show up. Bright and sunny and 73. I wish. We're not getting 70s, I think, until Saturday. It's supposed to hit the 70s. All right, wind spinners. Good idea. And I am writing this stuff down. Yeah, we won't see the 70s until Saturday. I think tomorrow we might get lucky and have it hit 60. Any other suggestions? We've got wind spinner so far. Ooh. Oh, nice, Barbara. Outside on the deck. What a way to rub it in. Tumblers. Can do some tumblers. See what's looking good this week. Alrighty. We will hop in and start looking at wind spinners a while. And if you have any other suggestions, just pop them in the chat and we will look at them. No problem. All right, let's just go up here and search wind spinner PNG. See what we get. And I'm going to do beginner friendly. That makes sure we have results that have 2,500 and less competition and a good sales signal. So let's look at those first. Oh, this elephant was not here last week when we looked, and that is really, really pretty. Oh, that's interesting. Can you see that? It looks like stained glass designs. Those are pretty. Let's scroll down and see what it says here. Elephant wind spinner design, floral round sublimation PNG, coasters, wind spinners, ornaments. And see, no recent sales indicate a potential gap in demand or visibility. And no clear seasonality from the current data set due to lack of sales data over time. And I think that's because the wind spinners are just really picking up in popularity. So there's not a lot of long-term. That is a bundle, and that doesn't look like it's specifically a wind spinner bundle. I'm going to open that up quick just because that is a really pretty set there. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's necessarily for wind spinners, but that would make an absolutely beautiful wind spinner design, the stained glass look. So I think I will have to work on some prompts for some really nice stained glass work like this. That is really nice, and they would make beautiful wind spinners. And all right, let's get out of there. All right, so let's come back over here. We've got the elephant PNG wind spinner. Let's check out the keyword. And that's got a pretty good 114 competition. And let's look at sales. Now this one says no, doesn't even know when the last sale was. Last month, not recently, not recently. This is odd that it said it had a good sales signal, but I'm not showing anything in here. It's not showing very good sales. That's unusual. We don't usually have that happen. If it tells us it's got a good sales signal, we usually see some pretty good data. Let's sort it here. Let me go back to, oh, we are on page 1. Let's do this again. Last month, last month, last month. So, yeah, this is not a good one. I mean, I'm not seeing any recent sales. I wonder why that was showing up. Maybe it just hasn't kicked in yet. But and that's odd because this wasn't here last week. We looked at wind spinners last week, and the competition is for the word elephant PNG's wind spinner. Competition for the word elephant is going to be much. You know what? I think I'm going to use Allura today for keyword research since we wanted to look over that more anyway. So let's just do elephant, and that's going to be a lot higher. Yeah, that's 437,000 just for the word elephant. But let's do elephant PNG. And that drops it down to 16,000. So even just using elephant PNG is a pretty decent keyword because we're looking at 16,000 competition and an average search volume that's pretty high. Conversion rate is pretty high. And so elephant PNG in and of itself would be a good keyword to jot down in your notes, because you could definitely do elephant PNG, wind spinner. We can do that too. I don't know what is going on with Allura, but alrighty. And then of course, wind spinner PNG flamingo. Those were here last week, I believe. And let's see what the data tells us. Here's your flamingo wind spinner, tropical flowers, stained glass design. Flamingo themed wind spinners with various designs and motifs, especially those that incorporate elements like stained glass or tropical themes. So the stained glass is showing up here for the flamingos too, so that's good. Notable sales activity this week and month suggests potential seasonal interest, likely peaking during warmer months when outdoor decor is more popular. And yes, that would make complete sense. So this would be the perfect time to start designing things like flamingo, sea turtle, any animal that's typically related to, outdoors, warmth, tropical. So let's see what's going on here. Everything's taking a while today. It's not just Allura, huh? Let's hit search, see what we get. Let's reload it. Huh. Nothing wants to load right. So let's go over here. What in the... Is it because of Allura? Let's try it again. All right, let's get out of there. Let's start all over from the beginning with this. Apparently, even let's turn that off. Can I turn that off? Let's remove it for now. Apparently, that's giving me fits. Some of these, yeah, that is crazy weird that my research isn't coming up on there today. All right, well, then we're going to go to eRank. Let's go to eRank, wind spinner, PNG. Let's search that. That just has me frustrated. There. All right. Well, that doesn't look like a very high search volume here at all on eRank. But again, eRank is usually a little bit behind as well. I do think Insight Factory has the most up to date, because I've always noticed that Insight Factory will tell us about sales signals that the others are not even showing yet. But let me check this one more time. I don't know why nothing wants to load in the keyword research. That's upsetting. All right, maybe it's just that there's just not enough data on that one. Here's another flamingo PNG wind spinner though. So this one is just worded a little different. This one's Flamingo PNG Wind Spinner instead of Flamingo Wind Spinner PNG. Was it? Yeah, Wind Spinner PNG Flamingo. Alrighty, so we got some in here. 173 results for Flamingo PNG Wind Spinner. And we are seeing sales this week, this month, yesterday, this week, last month. So the Flamingo is selling. I'm just not sure why that last the way the word was switched around in the last one. I'm not sure why it wasn't bringing anything up. It could have just been a momentary glitch. So Flamingo PNG Wind Spinner is another keyword and product you might want to make note of with summer coming for your wind spinner designs. And then we have the sea turtle. We looked at that one last week, and that makes sense that that one's coming up. Proud Veteran, Wind Spinner PNG Veteran. This could be really good. Memorial Day in the US is at the end of May. So it's definitely not too early. In fact, we're pushing because April begins next week. So if you're going to do Memorial Day designs, I would get them designed and up in the next week or so. Let's look down here. Unique Products Vietnam Veteran Wind Spinner, Military Veteran, Anchor, Patriotic. That would be good. Increased sales around holidays like Veterans Day and Memorial Day. So yes, if you want to do something like this, I would get this designed and listed very soon. It says many listings incorporate themes of patriotism and veteran recognition. So let's go up here and look what it tells us. All right, and Air Force with just a flag in the background, sale from yesterday. And we're getting 205 results competition for Wind Spinner PNG Veteran. And we are seeing sales this week, this month, this month. This one has no recent ones. Proud Veteran today, this week. So, and I understand that. Like I said, we are talking about, Memorial Day being just about what, 9 or 10 weeks away. So if you are going to design for this, get it up soon. Wind Spinner PNG Veteran. That's good for our wind spinners. And then I think this Cluck Off, I think we looked at that last week. Chickens, Wind Spinner PNG. Here's another chickens that has moved in. Wind Spinner Owl PNG. We didn't see an owl in the results last week. Let's take a look at this. Owl Wind Spinner PNG. White Owl 3D Wind Spinner PNG. Let's look down here. Wind Spinner design, stained glass motifs. Again, increased sales noted this week and last week, indicating potential seasonal interest or promotional activities. I'm just guessing maybe spring is coming, so more people are looking at outdoor decoration. So that's why the sales for these are starting to pick up, because an owl is typically an evergreen design. Animals are usually always evergreen. So let's look at this one. And we've got, what in the world? There we go. This week. So there's definitely seeing sales on these owl wind spinners. So it is up to you if you want to add those. Wind Spinner Owl PNG. I would add that to my keyword list if I was going to do some wind spinners. If I was planning on designing for wind spinners this week, I would definitely look at the owls, the Veteran or Memorial Day, and my flamingos, and even probably this elephant. I'm not sure, or definitely the flamingo. I'm still not sure why wind spinner PNG flamingo wouldn't bring us any results earlier. And yeah, and it's still empty there. That's so odd, because it certainly should. And dragonflies, of course, that one I think was there last week. And hummingbirds, we knew that one was popular. These crosses, those are really pretty with Easter. In April, you might, if you pop some up in the next day or so, you could make some last minute sales for Easter, but who knows? But wind spinner cross wind spinner PNG, and here's a 3D relief of Jesus, and that one just says, this one's religious wind spinner PNG. That would be another one. Obviously Highland cows, but there we're moving into a lot more competition, almost 1,000. Here's a little gnome on a tractor. So gnome wind spinner PNG. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at these, and these wind spinners are not bringing up much competition at all. So if you do wind spinner designs or want to do wind spinner designs, I would do them, because there is not a lot of competition on these. Here we've got a gnome with sunflowers, 21 sales this month. Let's look at this. 2 people have bought this in the last 24 hours, 21 monthly sales. It is a bestseller. Just a cute little gnome in what looks like a raincoat and hat with sunflowers all over it. That is adorable. And this is for up to a 10-inch wind spinner. Okay, so the sunflower gnome wind spinner, that would be good. And then your normal, there's a little purple one with like a mushroom in the background, and another sunflower one. So if you're going to do gnomes, I would definitely do a sunflower gnome, because that one was really popular. Here's one that says Welcome Spring, that's had 7 sales. I'm not sure when. Must have been recently, though, because Everbee's not showing anything, but Insight Factory did. So this one's cute with a little gnome with a sign that says Welcome Spring. That would be really adorable. And the gnome is another good one for wind spinners. Alrighty. So let's go back home. Oops, to the dashboard. And let's take a look at some tumbler wraps this week. Wind spinners, they are super easy to do. It is just literally a 12 by 12 image, and yeah, you want your main image to be centered. There should be a video in the community showing you how to design for them, and then I also created an overlay so that you can pop this overlay on top of your design in Photoshop or Photopea while you're working on it, to make sure your main focus is centered. I'll go find that after we're done here, and I'll tag you in it so you can see where that's at, Barbara, in the community. They are probably one of the easiest things to design for, because like we said, they're just a basic 12 by 12 image, so that people can use them on like 8 by 8, 10 by 10, or the 12-inch wind spinners. All righty, let's go here to sublimation wrap. and take a look, and let's hit beginner friendly. And I am seeing 40 ounces, the frogs again, right at the top. So the froggies are obviously leading the way. They were up at the top last week, getting popular. Trinidad. And I have been noticing this not just here. I think last week it said what? Venezuela was a trending tumbler wrap. And now this week we have Trinidad and Tobago. So I do think these location specific wraps are something to look at. And then we have our Gen X sublimation tumbler wrap over there. I need one of those for sure. And here we have Cardiac Nurse. And we always know that healthcare, the healthcare niche is always a good one for our tumbler wraps. Healthcare, all kinds of occupations. Here we have CNA at the top. Why are these not recently? Again, this is odd that these are popping up, but they're telling us tumbler wrap, sublimation, cardiology. That's not a very, that one doesn't look all that good. I'm not sure why that's popping up. Here's another Houston, Texas. So, like I was saying earlier, I do think the location, the cities, the countries, um, they seem to be fairly popular. I mean, obviously, it is a niche, and you're only going to get certain people looking for those designs. But if you have a variety of locations, you should be able to pull in a decent amount of sales based on that. Let's go back here to tumbler wrap because that one was bringing up a lot of different ones. And here we have our laser, and they were there at the top last week, the firefighters and stuff. This one is interesting. The camo, and it says Pawpaw. Father's Day is coming up in June. So these would be good to do. You could change them up for Pawpaw, Grandpa, Pappy, Pop Pop, a ton of different words for grandfather or even dad you could put on these. Let's see what this says. I'm thinking this isn't going to have really great sales signals for Pawpaw, but I do believe that if you change this up to different, more common, like Pop Pop or Pappy or Granddad, Grandpa, things like that. If you list a variety, you're going to make some sales on this just because of the time of year. And this is a really nice one here too, because this is the photo frame one that you can, create the photo frame, sell the wrap, and then they would pop in their own images. So those are always popular in and of themselves. So and this one, they're just selling completely blank. They can add their own text here. Yeah, so that one is a pretty good idea. I like the wood grain and the leather that fits with like your dad and grandpa theme. Maybe I will make one of those in Canva that can be customized. You guys can customize it however you want and pop it up. This one's camo. I like that one too. Cookies, chocolate chip cookie tumbler wrap. That's not earlier in the year when they were talking about what would be trending for 2025. They were talking about foods like picnic foods and snacks and stuff like that. So you could make a variety of tumblers with different foods on them too. Like these are chocolate chip cookie tumbler wrap, but there is nothing stopping you from making um, the chocolate chip cookies or fruits or other desserts, things like that. And these are these little like tic-tac-toe boards, I call them, those designs. And I think I showed you how to make those too using Canva. So they would be easy to make. Um, but chocolate chip cookies, I'm not really a big fan of this, what Insight Factory's given me today. I'm not getting good keyword research. No clear seasonality is indicated in the data set. Um, Recent sales suggest potential spikes during holidays or events related to baking or cookies. And that would tell me Mother's Day, because, moms and grandmas and baking. So you would probably sell more things like this around this time of year. You could even put the name mom or grandma or something like that on here. Grandma, Grammy, whatever. Madrina. What is Madrina? Is it just a name? Oh, is it a brand name? Or is it mom? Anybody know? Designs targeting specific events. Madrina and Padrino. I'm guessing that's Spanish for like grandma and grandpa. That's what it looks like to me. Let me right click, translate. Oh, godmother. Okay, so again, that would be good for Mother's Day, Father's Day, things like that. But I am seeing a clear trend here towards Mother's Day and Father's Day designs. Here's another one, Papa. There's the mother or godmother, Pawpaw. So start thinking about those. Yeah, I thought it sounded like a drink too. Yeah. But definitely start thinking about your Mother's Day and Father's Day designs, no matter what it is you're creating, because they are definitely on the rise as far as popularity and purchases. This is a laser gaming tumbler. Again, these would be easy to create in like ideogram or something, because all you need are black and white. And you don't even need to worry about these curves and angles with your laser design. You just make the rectangle, and that is that. So gaming tumbler wrap laser SVG. Let's look at the sales, the keyword over here. And yeah, this is really hopping up there. Today, this week, yesterday, this week, this week, this week. Yeah. So gaming tumbler wrap laser SVG. That's not bad. You could create this right in Kittl at the size you needed and convert it right in there, vectorize it immediately, download it, and it's done. So those would be good ones. And of course, names, they're always popular. Let's see in here. And here's a Coast Guard. And we were looking at that in the wind spinners. So again, if you are looking, look towards Memorial Day and things like that for service related wraps, Air Force, Army, Navy, Marines. This one happens to be Coast Guard, but I'm sure any of the branches of military service would be popular right now with Memorial Day coming up in the US at the end of May. Cancer awareness. look at May and June and see what months those are, what awareness months those are, and create wraps focused on those. Here's this puffy love. That I guess you can do in playground, the puffy things like that. I don't really play with it too much yet, but from what I've seen, you can create those inflated puffy things in playground. So let's look at this. Let's do the keyword research on it. See what we're looking at here. We have bundles here. Last month, good vibes, not recently, not recently. So this one isn't looking all that hot. I'm not real sure. Yeah, that one. I'm starting to feel like the puffy craze is starting to go away a little bit. All right, and that's another one here. Don't touch it. That is copyright, trademark problems there. Here's a phlebotomist, tumbler wrap, laser. Again, these are all just healthcare niche. They're always going to be popular no matter what. That's one of our standby evergreen niches is the healthcare industry and different occupations. So you could definitely do that. Senior 2026, I think that's a little bit ahead of the game. Maybe somebody is, well, I guess it's really not that far ahead of the game because back to school starts in July and August for some kids. So, yeah, senior 2026, you could start those type of designs very shortly. I'm not expecting a lot of sales here for this because it is really early, but it is definitely something to put on your idea list this week. No sale, not recently, not recently. But if you see it is definitely something to start thinking about. So if you are taking notes today, take note of senior 2026 to start working on that soon because back to school, you'll have a whole new crop of seniors that will graduate in 2026. Uh, Laser engraved dolphin tumbler wrap. Again, these can be created in Kittle black and white. Coloring book style is what I usually use. Create your art board, the size you need your wrap. Make your design in coloring book. Vectorize it, download it, and your laser design is ready to go. It's super simple in Kittle. I think I promised you guys a video, and I think I already have it made. I just didn't edit it and upload it yet. So seeing a lot of laser designs in here, I will get that done. And more photo tumbler wraps. Of course, the blue toile, or however you pronounce it, mom tumbler wrap. That, of course, is going to be popular right now with Mother's Day coming and the continual trend for this blue toile design style. So we have today, last week, this month, this week. And be unique. Like, look, we do a dolphins are no, I would do dolphins. It's summer. Summer's coming. You could do dolphins for 20-ounce tumblers and 40-ounce. I really don't believe that it's going to matter which one you do them for. They're going to sell. Didn't we do a blue toile design with a raccoon in it? Here's one with a dachshund. And then if you look up here, we've got the Cavalier King Charles. Over here are elephants. So you could do a bunch of different dog breeds in this blue toile tool or I don't even know how to pronounce it. Here's another cute one. This one says Mama. It's got the faded design in the back and then darker for the Mama. That one looks really nice. Again, don't sell your designs for 99 cents. I know I repeat that every week, but I think it's important to remind ourselves that we are worth more than 99 cents. And here's the froggies again. We looked at them last week. We know the froggies are moving up in the ranks. Man of Faith, Tumbler Wrap SVG. This is another laser one. Those are always popular, your religious ones. Dance with Your Heart Tumbler Wrap. Let's look at that. This looks like a ballerina. And it's really just the saying, dance with your heart. And let's scroll down here. Motivational quotes are good. This doesn't have enough data yet to determine any seasonality. Dance with Your Heart Tumbler Wrap. Last week, today, no sale, no sell. But they said it looked like all of these were created around the same time. So this could very well be an up and coming trend that just hasn't taken off quite yet. So dance with your heart, your feet will follow. That one's nice, but I'm seeing different ones. This one, yeah, this is an older listing, so that's not what's going on here. What about this one? Dance to the Rhythm of Your Heart. Yeah, these are older listings. I'm guessing just Dance with Your Heart is starting to move up again. So that's one you could look at. You could think about it is generic enough that it is absolutely be considered an evergreen design. It's not something that you have to worry about being seasonal. All right. What else do we want to look at? We looked at quite a few tumbler wraps, wind spinners. How about we just go down here? Where am I? Let's go back here to the Etsy trends. Let's go down and look at let's look at shirts. I know it's clothing, but looking at the physical shirts can give us ideas for digital designs to go on those shirts. Okay. Let's look at let's look at food and drink trending. We'll just look a little bit. We're not going to go in. I just want to see what's popping up here on the up and coming, what's showing the better sales signal. And let's sort it by sales signal. The ones that are showing the best trending clip art. All right. We'll go in there then. I just wanted to take a quick look in here at the shirts and see what kind of designs are trending on, like POD and stuff like that. Drink water, love cats, fight racism, cooking, it's how I hug. Well, here's two: drink water, love cats, fight racism. So simple designs like that. And this also, just looking at these shirts also gives us the kind of maybe design styles that are starting to be more popular in it. I'm looking here and I'm seeing quite a few that are really minimalist. So if you're going to do some designing, that might be something to think about. Decaf is for quitters. Again, it's just a real simple text-based design. cinnamon rolls, not gender roles. And that, again, it's a really simple design. And it's not showing up in here. I was hoping to, on here, but here we're looking at stickers, wall art, things like that. But yeah, I am seeing quite a few pretty minimalist designs. So, like I said, if you are doing PNGs for t-shirts, you might want to, design some that are fairly minimalist. A lot of really minimal designs here with just text, maybe some color, one or two little additions of little elements that go with it, but that's about it. So that's something good to see. That alrighty. So let's go down here. Let's go into clip art and trending clip art designs for those of us who do clip art bundles. And let's look at beginner friendlies. Here we have Silly Goose clip art set. I think this was up here last week, close to the top, the Silly Goose, because this is really nice for clip art bundles for people, who want to create their own invitations for, baby showers and things like that, nursery, wall art, what have you. The Silly Goose is really cute for things like that. And here are your trending phrases: silly goose clip art, watercolor goose clip art, or watercolor goose art. I'm sorry. Groovy goose design, cute goose clip art, farmhouse goose decor. And there is no seasonality. So that is something you could look at, creating year round, but that's expected with an animal theme. And we only have 23 results for Silly Goose clip art set. And 9 of the listings had sales recently on the front. 9 of 23 on the front page had sales recently. And we're looking at yesterday, today, yesterday, this week, this week, this week, this week. So if you are going to do clip art bundles, the Silly Goose is definitely one I would consider doing. And this one, they went with the goose. Looks like they took the goose and then the pink coquette and put them together. So that's a neat idea. And then you have this one that I really like. It's like the cottage core theme, which is adorable. Cute little goose. And then they did some extra elements in here, like the little banners and some floral elements as well. So that one's, and this has had 6 views in the last 24 hours. So that's pretty good. And it's a brand new listing too, 1 month. So, and it had a sale yesterday. So that's the Silly Goose is a good Silly Goose clip art set. Put that in your notes. Would the single clip art be a different search, or the trending is the same? Instead of like a bundle, do you mean, Sabrina? The single clip art image versus a bundle, would it be the same? I think you're going to find, for the most part, people are going to type in, Silly Goose clip art, and it'll bring up bundles and singles in the same results. I don't really think, unless you specifically put bundle in your search, I don't think it's going to make a difference. You're going to get singles and bundles, and it's just up to the shopper what they prefer. I prefer to buy bundles, But I know a lot of people prefer to buy just the single image that they need. They don't want all those extra images taking up space on their hard drive. So they buy the one image that they need. So it's, it's different for everybody. But I don't really think it matters as far as what's trending too much. Mouse hole clip art, like here, this one, let's look at this. Mouse hole clip art set, that is the specific keyword or key phrase that this search is based on. So this says it only has 26 competition, mouse hole clip art set. But if we get rid of, let me copy this and let's go in here. 25 results for competition. But if I get rid of set, let's see what it says now. Mouse hole clip art. Now we have 103 results. So having that set or that bundle on the end really just narrows down your search results. But on Etsy, you're going to get results for both. I mean, we can look at some of these long tail keywords and say it's going to niche us down real far. But at the same time, if I go to Etsy, and I search mouse hole clip art, and let's see what that says 0 monthly searches for mouse hole clip art set. And see, I just typed in mouse hole clip art and it already auto completed some of these for me. But if I search that, this is telling us I have 1,000 plus items with ads, whereas Insight Factory just told me mouse hole clip art set that I have 26 results for that particular keyword. And that's because Etsy isn't searching for just that keyword. Etsy came up here and it showed mouse hole clip art. So any listing that has mouse hole clip art, mouse hole clip art in it is going to show up. Mice clip art. And in here, you're getting some of your, this one. Is this a single image? Yes, this is a single image right here. So they both come up in the search. Even your sets and your singles are coming up. So it doesn't really matter as far as that kind of stuff. I do try to make sure that the key phrase that Insight Factory gives me that I use, because it does help somewhat in the searches. Mouse hole clip art is going to give me more results than mouse hole clip art set. It's just none of these third party research websites are perfect, because Etsy they don't release all of their search and sales data. So they just have to do their own research, see what gather the information from what they can get from Etsy and go from there. So they're not all 100% accurate, but I have noticed for the most part, when Insight Factory tells me something is starting to sell and I list something like that, it does get traction. So that's why I stick predominantly with Insight Factory. And even when it doesn't look like something is selling, when they tell me it is, I tend to believe it, because I have had luck with them long-term over a period of time. So here's another one. Let's see. Now we have the Christian Easter cross and the brush strokes. We all know the brush stroke is popular right now. Potty training clip art was up here a couple weeks ago when we looked. Baby girl clothesline clip art. This is something new. This wasn't here last time we looked. These are really adorable. Again, these are great for people wanting to do baby shower invites and nursery wall art. So clip art bundles like this are usually always decent sellers. Let's go up here and look at the sales signal. Baby girl clothesline clip art. All right. So this week, yesterday, this week, this month, this week, all pretty good signs. This one was just listed March 22nd, and it's already making sales. March 14th, 3 sales already. So I'm seeing that this is not a highly saturated. Which design with brushstroke is popular right now? Any spring designs. That one was the Christian cross. Said he is risen, he is not here. Things like that. But Easter, again, Easter is only what, 3.5 weeks away. You're really pushing it, trying to list new Easter designs at this point. They should have been up already. I can go back here quick though, and we will take a look at what that was. This one just says Christian Easter PNG cross sublimation design watercolor clip artist. Yeah, that's just a crazy long key phrase. But anything like this, and it doesn't have to be Easter, just the 4 brush strokes with a Christian design, and you could put any Bible verse or anything like that, under or on the design. And those are always, always popular. You can't go wrong with spiritual and Christian designs. Like this one is, I really, really like this one. It's got the Midwestern vibe going. And it just has a Bible verse underneath it. And, those are so easy to do in Canva with the brushstroke frames. Here's another one. This one, 7 people bought it in the last 24 hours. My sin was great. His love was greater. John 3:16. And again, it has a desert scene with the cross and the sunset and stuff in the background. A really, really pretty design. So this one is, so with Easter coming, Christian themed designs are very popular as long as you can do any type of Christian design and it will still remain popular after Easter. I wouldn't do ones that focus solely on Easter at this point in time. All right, so we got our mouse hole, our baby girl clothesline, clip art. Let's look in here. Wedding clip art. That's obviously going to be picking up in sales because of wedding invitations. June, July, wedding season is upon us very, very soon. So any type of wedding themed clip art will be good. Dog with cone clip art. I'm not sure why I saw firefighters. A dog with cone. Let's see what that says. Okay, dog with cone. Now that's cute. I can see why that sells. I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything else on this page that relates to that, though. Is there a dog with a cone? Okay, yeah, actually, it's a cat with a cone, but it's a cute little vet doodle shirt. That's cute. Yesterday, this one, vintage fun fair clip art. I'm not real sure where the dog and the cone, dog, balloon, probably ice cream cone or something in the keywords, and that brought it up for everything. But here we have the dog in the cone. That's cute. And, this keyword is selling. So dog with cone clip art. And it's bringing up things that aren't even necessarily related to a dog in a cone. Like this one, this is firefighter clip art. But there's a dog. And then somewhere in their tags, they probably say something about, traffic cone or something like that. Excuse me. So that is popular too. Let's look at the fire paper clip art. Now this one just came up for clip art. All right. But that is where we're at this week. We found some different items. And of course we saw some expected items. Like I said, the summer, the flamingos, I expected to start seeing them trending. The wedding clip art, that's expected. The pawpaw, that kind of thing, the mother, godmother, that all is expected with the upcoming holidays. So I hope you guys got some good ideas today for different design niches that you might want to put together in your own shop. And I will see you all back here next Thursday. I hope you all got something useful out of today's live. If not, let me know and I'll try and do something different next time. All righty. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'm so glad you came and sat here with me for an hour and we went through this together. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.